This is the War Brief Daily for April 26, 2026, covering the Iran and wider Middle East theater. Tonight we're tracking three major updates: the collapse of U.S.-Iran diplomacy and Trump's cancellation of a high-level peace mission. Hezbollah continuing to attack Israeli forces despite an active ceasefire, and the U.S. naval blockade tightening with a confirmed tanker interception and a sweeping new sanctions package. First, the diplomacy breakdown. This is confirmed. President Trump canceled Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Senior Advisor Jared Kushner's planned trip to Islamabad, Pakistan, a mission designed to advance U.S.-Iran peace negotiations through Pakistani intermediaries. Trump called it off on April 25th, posting on Truth Social that an 18-hour flight would be a waste of time if Iran hadn't shifted its position. His exact words: "No one knows who is in charge in Iran, including the Iranians, resulting in tremendous infighting and confusion." Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi was in Islamabad for separate meetings, then departed for Oman. Iran's foreign ministry stated no direct meeting with the United States was on the table. Why? Because Araghchi doesn't have the authority to negotiate one. The Institute for the Study of War assessed on April 25 that IRGC commander Major General Ahmad Vahidi and his hardline inner circle have effectively sidelined Iran's entire civilian negotiating team. Araghchi is a courier, not a decision maker. Iran's standing precondition remains unchanged: lift the naval blockade before any substantive talks can proceed. Vahidi won't move on that. This is a structural obstacle, not a tactical impasse. There is no near-term diplomatic off-ramp in sight. Second, Hezbollah under the ceasefire. This is confirmed. The Iran-Israel ceasefire took effect April 8. A Lebanon-specific ceasefire followed on April 16. Neither has stopped Hezbollah. On April 24 and 25th, Hezbollah conducted two separate FPV drone strikes against IDF vehicles operating in southern Lebanon. FPV, first-person view. Drones are cheap, precise, and extremely difficult to intercept. The IDF separately confirmed Hezbollah fired 2 rockets and 2 additional drones toward northern Israeli towns on April 25. They landed in open terrain. No casualties, no structural damage. Hezbollah has publicly called the ceasefire meaningless, but these attacks are deliberately calibrated, far below the pre-ceasefire barrages of roughly 40 rockets per volley. ISW assessed this as a calculated signaling strategy. Hezbollah is maintaining operational presence and deterrence without crossing Israel's threshold for a major response. It's a controlled burn. The danger is miscalculation. One strike into a populated area changes the equation immediately. Third, the blockade tightens. This is confirmed. U.S. Central Command intercepted a U.S.-sanctioned Iranian-flagged tanker attempting to reach an Iranian port on April 24th. Defense Secretary Hegseth confirmed the United States will continue full blockade enforcement. In parallel, the U.S. Treasury Department sanctioned Hengli Petrochemical, one of China's largest refiners and a primary buyer of Iranian crude. 40 additional shipping firms and vessels were sanctioned for transporting illicit Iranian oil. And the U.S. disclosed it recently froze $344 million in cryptocurrency linked to Iranian unlawful conduct. Iran's oil exports are the financial foundation of the IRGC's military production and proxy network. The United States is compressing that revenue base from every direction simultaneously. The strategy is clear. Hold the kinetic ceasefire while applying maximum economic and maritime pressure to force a settlement on American terms. What to watch next? Monitor whether Iran responds to the trip cancellation with rhetorical escalation or an unexpected diplomatic signal. Watch northern Israel and southern Lebanon closely. Any Hezbollah strike into a populated area is the tripwire for a larger Israeli military response. Track CENTCOM maritime reporting for additional tanker interceptions in any Iranian naval reaction. And watch the Houthis. Red Sea operations could resume if Tehran decides it needs to activate its proxy network under continued economic pressure. That's your War Brief Daily for April 26, 2026. The guns are largely quiet. The pressure is not.